everyone. It's David. Just wanted to comment a bit on short answer strategy this week. One of the things that I try to do, particularly in the first class in graduate school, is to try and get people to make sure that they understand that there is a difference between the level of information that you need to provide in graduate school and also in undergraduate school. And so let me take you back to your high school years and maybe even your undergraduate years. When your professor or your teacher would ask you a question and they would say, what I want you to do is to go find this information and tell me about it. And so you would typically go to your textbook or go somewhere else and just repeat what you found somewhere else. Now, is that a higher order of critical thinking? Probably not. It just demonstrates that you're able to go find something, right? And you're able to transfer to your teacher or to your professor that you could find it. And so, full disclosure here, I teach the critical thinking course in this degree program. So you're going to get a little critical thinking exercise today. So is that good enough? Well, not really from an application perspective. So you're able to show to your teacher that you can find information. Well, if you look at it from this past week, I asked you a concept question in the short answer exercise. I said, what is the rhetorical situation? So you all dutifully went out and found the 6 items that are included in the rhetorical situation, and you transfer that information back to me. Well, that's a good first step, but it's not higher order or higher level type of critical thinking that I think really engages learning. You'll notice the next question I asked, however, was more of a theory question. It is, why is the rhetorical situation important in verbal communication and also in written communication? So we're going a little deeper here. So we're not only just saying what it is, but why is it important? And so, yes, we are now on a higher level of thinking, but are we totally there yet? Well, I contend we aren't, because whenever you can move to the third level and move to the how or the application of that, that's when learning really happens. And one of the things that you'll recall from my introductory video, and then also on, for this class, when we developed this degree program, we wanted to move beyond the what, and we also wanted to move beyond the theory, and we wanted to focus on application. So learn it today, use it tomorrow. So the application component of these says, how can you use these in your professional and your personal lives? And so if you can move from a concept of what is it to theory on why is it important to how can I use that, then I contend that learning will be effective. And so when you begin to do your short answers in this degree program, you're going to see a recurring theme that I have that moves through these questions. Now, I don't come right out and say what, why, and how, but if you analyze them, that is exactly what I'm doing. So I'm trying to move more from you just going out and finding something and regurgitating it to me on paper. I want you to understand why it's important. And oh, by the way, I want you to understand how you might be able to use this tomorrow at home or in your job. And so when I talked about, in my recap of week 1, I talked about short answer questions needing to have a bit more depth to them. That's what I mean. So make sure as you're reading these and as you're providing your answers for the short answer strategy, you think about this. You think about the what, the why, the how, and begin to answer questions and structure your answers that way. I hope that makes some sense. And I look forward to seeing your short answer papers going forward applying this strategy. Take care.